Why did the president take home top secret documents?
You have to ask him that question. But what I will say is, if you look at my book, you'll see that he was under constant attack.
Yeah, but he took top secret documents home, potentially risking the security of the United States.
Yeah, I think that it's something that, again, this seems like it's an issue of paperwork that should have been able to be worked out between DOJ and him. I don't know what he took or what he didn't take, but I think right now we're relying on leaks to the media, which is the same thing
We've seen the photograph, haven't we, where it says top secret?
Yeah, like I said, I've seen a lot of allegations made by the media over my 4 years that turned out not to be true. So I think that this whole thing is actually elevated.
So the fact that we've seen photographs that say top secret document, we should wait and see whether or not they were, even though we're being told by the FBI that they were.
Yeah, like I said, I go into my book the accusations that were made of Trump.
No, if you could answer that question.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he was the president of the United States. He had the highest clearance in the world. So I don't know if look, this may be a paperwork issue. This may be, I don't know.
Look, I don't know what you want me to look. I said the paperwork thing, and then I had the thing about like they were big meanies to him for a while. Why won't you get off my back, mean woman? Stop asking me about it. Like maybe it's just a paperwork thing, like when you rob a bank, it's just a paperwork issue of them wanting the bills back. Maybe that's what it is. We're really just relying on leakers. Yeah, but the documents are right there. Are you asserting that he did not have those documents? I don't know. Maybe it's paperwork. None of this is convincing. And the thing is, I'm not familiar with that broadcaster, but if he was being interviewed in America, first of all, they probably wouldn't even ask the question because they wouldn't want to be rude to someone they want continuing access to. But even if they did, he would have done one of his asides to some BS that means nothing, that has nothing to do with the substance of it, and they would have moved on. But she didn't. And she didn't let him go on for 45 seconds to try to distract and then ask again. She cut in to ask the question, doing her actual job, Dan, and I loved it.
Yeah, there's a particular brand of video I like doing on here. I don't even know if this is fate again or having me on, but it is when right-wing grifters have to experience what it's like outside of the safe right-wing media ecosphere they love to be in, and they have to experience what actual questions are like in foreign press. I remember the famous Andrew Neil interview on BBC that comes to mind when Ben Shapiro just like squirmed completely to answering minor questions. But Jared Kushner here is so he is very just showing his best Kendall Roy here, just being unable to answer questions. The guy from Succession, he's just like, it seems like a paperwork issue. Maybe cousin Greg misplaced some documents. I don't know. It's so funny to see this kind of thing. I also do love the B-roll they have, the zooming into Mar-a-Lago late at night with the helicopter pans going really fast. Just as a producer, great work there. But ultimately, I love to see good, solid questioning and interviewing. I'm not going to say that Sky News are heroes, so let's not even get into that conversation either right now. But it is very, very good to see that Jared Kushner actually getting some tough questions. Again, when we see accountability, that's the major eye on the prize thing here.
100%. Yeah. I like the shot to Mar-a-Lago. I also liked when she's like, well, hold up. We saw the photos. Boom, they go to the photos instantly. It's indisputable. I loved it. Great job on the part of the control room there. And I agree with your metaphor. It's like when you think you're Kendall Roy, but you're really cousin Greg, and neither would be good. Also, congrats to Succession for the Emmy. But anyway, yeah, he Kendall Roy would go on there and then be mad because you're not asking questions about his new rap video. Jared just wants to be asked about his stupid book that nobody cares about. No, I seriously, if you look in my book, I'm not going to look at your book. Literally, nobody's going to look in your book. Don't worry, you'll sell some because right-wing think tanks are going to buy up 50,000 copies to make you a bestseller, and no one's going to read it. But we didn't bring you on to talk about your book, and nobody cares about your book.